Alright loves, so before we actually dive into the tutorial, I wanted to talk a little bit about my skin so you know what I'm working with. Obviously, I have very hyperpigmented skin. My hyperpigmentation comes from pimples. I don't really have acne. I just get a lot of pimples, and the dermatologist and my doctors have deemed it to be hormonal, so I just have to ride it out till whenever it decides to go away. I will say though, within the last month or two, I've noticed that my skin's getting better. I've been drinking a lot of water, so that might help those of you who have the same problem, and my skin is looking more hydrated. In this particular picture, you guys can see that I have a lot of wrinkles under my eyes. That is because my skin is taut underneath my eyes and around my face because of my acne medicine. So I'm going to have to put moisturizer on that, yada da da. I'll do that later and you guys will see kind of what I'm doing. What else? I also have very allergy stricken eyes, so they are oftentimes off-white and on the red side. Not in this picture actually, my eyes are looking pretty decent in this picture. What else can I tell you guys about my skin? It's very oily. And it's very porous around the cheek area. I have a lot of pores, and that's just a characteristic of oily skin. If you happen to have oilier skin, in the areas that you are more oily, you will have probably slightly larger pores. And if you don't, consider yourself lucky. And what else can I share with you guys? I mean, that's it as far as this status of my skin. Also, I'm using Proactive. It's nothing crazy, you know what I mean? But it's clearing my pimples. It's helping clear my pimples. Since I get a lot less pimples now, I do see that Proactive is helping. And because of that, I only really have to deal with hyperpigmentation. So my skin is smooth, which gives a really nice surface for foundation. And so now going back to the picture that I showed you guys originally, like my before picture. In this picture, you guys can see I look pretty tired. I look very tired. You can see here that my eyes are a little off-white. Obviously my hyperpigmentation, and you can see that my skin is shiny on my nose, my forehead. You can't really tell in this picture, but my cheeks and chin also get very shiny as well. So in this particular tutorial, I'm going to show you my ways of combating all of that. But with saying all of that stuff and all this problematic stuff about my face, I will end it on a positive note. I love my freaking carrot chompers. I love my teeth. They are gorgeous. Check them out. But anyway, I'm just playing with that. But no, I really do like my teeth. But I'm gonna stop rambling, but that's the assessment of my skin. I really hope you guys find this useful. Let's get started. So I'm not even gonna pretend like what's not mine is mine. So I'm gonna adjust the wig so I can get ready for my makeup application. So first things first, I'm going to start off priming my lips. I actually wore Ruby Woo, that's the color right there, last night, and it leaves my lips very dry and not moisturized and peely. So I'm putting lip conditioner on before we start anything else. Trust me, I look better than I feel, but I need eye drops. My eyes were stinging and super irritated, so I needed something to help relieve the itchy, and that hurt. So next. Like I mentioned earlier, the skin above and below my eyes are taut and sensitive and dry, so I'm going to put moisturizer. Yeah, it's because I've been using Proactive. This is the green tea moisturizer. It was free 99 playa, so yeah, I'm going to use it. And if you have puffy eyes, it also helps to keep your moisturizer in the fridge. That cooling effect does help reduce puffiness. So I'm keeping it real easy on the eyes today and just using two eyeshadow colors. To the left is Shroom by MAC, to the right is Bobbi Brown's Chocolate Shimmer eyeshadow. For my primer, I'm going to be using e.l.f.'s eyeshadow primer. This is really good primer, guys, and it's only $1. I highly recommend it. I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. This is just a disposable spoolie that I got from Sephora, and I'm just using that to brush my eyebrows. Then I'm using MAC's Brow Set and Show Off to lightly shape my brow. And then I'm going to apply this concealer underneath my brow. Guys, at this point, I'm not really working on my eyebrow. I'm just trying to shape it a little bit before I start my eyeshadow, but I will come back to it later. And this is the softest crease brush ever, and I got it from Coastal Scents maybe like 2 years ago. And I'm just using that to apply the chocolate brown color all over my lid. And once it's all over your lid, it's time to blend it out. So I'm just going to turn my brush around and I'm going to put that in the crease and blend it out. And once that's done, we're going to go back to the chocolate brown color and apply that all over our lower lash line. And then we're going to go to Shroom by MAC or whatever highlight you have of choice, and just use that in the inner corner of your eye. And I kind of forgot steps here, so I'm going to apply my I'm going to apply my mascara, but I am going to go back to the chocolate color and apply that on my rim. Too haphazard in applying my mascara, so I'm going back with a little bit of eye drops on a Q-tip, and I'm going to clean underneath my eye just lightly to get rid of the extra. And that's all I got. It wasn't a lot, but it counts. Get rid of it. Okay, so I can feel the oil coming on, so I'm going to use the Shine Control Blotting Sheets by Neutrogena. This part's kind of gross, guys, so if you don't want to see it, you might want to fast forward, but I am going to show you how much oil I removed from my face. Already you can see that my nose was already getting oily. I was even shocked by the results, so stay tuned. So this is Skin Tint Oil Control. I do not recommend it because it really doesn't help keep oily skin at bay. Maybe if you are lightly oily, but for somebody like me who produces a lot of oil, it's not really as effective as I would have liked. I mean, Milk of Magnesia still works better than this, and it's way cheaper. But anyway, I'm applying it all over my face, and it's tinted, so my hyperpigmentation already looks a little less intense, so to speak. And then now I'm applying my foundation. Today I'm using NW44 by MAC. MAC's pretty tight, guys. They have like all the colors now for the NWs between like 41, 42, 43, 44, 38, like stuff like that, so I really like that. I'm using this kind of flat foundation brush today by e.l.f. because it really allows me to work around things like my eyebrows and whatnot. This is actually why I don't do my eyebrows all the way, because I don't want to have to come and do touch-ups later if I put foundation on it. So I'll come back now that I've applied my foundation and do my eyebrows. But yeah, this is just me working out the foundation, y'all. I'm just about halfway done, not quite, but close enough. And I'm going to also make sure to get it underneath my neck. That's not a boogie you guys see, that's my septum jewelry. And then I'm going to go now to a foundation, or excuse me, concealer that's my actual complexion, which is NW45 by MAC. And I'm going to apply that underneath my brow bone today because I don't really want a bright highlight, so I'm going to neutralize that and finish my eyebrows. So moving on to the lips, first I'm going to get rid of some of that lip conditioner. I'm just going to that's a paper towel, just do that on a paper towel to get rid of some of the extra. And then now I'm lining my lips. The color that I'm using is Chestnut by MAC as usual. This stuff is pretty pigmented, so I recommend applying it very lightly to your face. But it definitely does give a very nice bronzing effect. And since we are going for orange lips today, I'm also going to use an orange blush. This is Taj Mahal by NARS. A very little bit of this stuff goes a long way. It's a beautiful color, ladies. Cocoa Goddesses, highly recommend this color. It is gorgeous. I mentioned how I looked sleepy earlier. Applying a concealer that's lighter than your complexion under your eyes does help highlight that area and bring light to it and make you look more lively. So I'm just doing some light highlighting on my nose and underneath my eyes and my chin. I'm going to be using Kat Von D's A Go-Go lipstick, and that's what I'm going to apply to my lips. This color can be as subtle as you want it. It can also be as vivid as you saw in the pictures. I'm going somewhere in the middle. I'm just using concealer to sharpen the line a little bit around my lips. I'm going to blend it out with my finger. I'm going to contour my face using eyeshadow today, just a dark brown from Inglot. And I actually applied a little too much, as you guys can see. What I'm going to do later is go back and use a translucent powder and blend and soften the contours out on my cheeks. Also, don't forget to kind of get the rim of your jawline. as well with the contour color. And I'm going to lightly contour my nose. I'm still working on this because I can't quite figure out where I want it to be. But, you know, you get the idea of what I'm trying to do. And at this point, just because I'm going to put eyeliner underneath my lid like that, I also want to set it with an eyeshadow powder. Otherwise, it'll run. Once that's done, the look is complete. I think I achieved what I was going for, which was something definitely more lively than what I looked like before. And you know, the orange cheeks, the orange lips, and all that stuff completely fall appropriate. However, I do believe that you can wear whatever you want to wear whenever, but it is totally, if you want to do the whole season thing, it's totally fall appropriate. But you guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll just show you quickly what the lashes that I'll put on look like. Those are from Sephora, and I'll have the name listed by the time I actually finish editing this video for you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye. Stay tuned for the next tutorial.